Where are we going this morning?
Vancouver Island.
Ooh, home. Sam's home.
My home.
Today we are kicking off a trip that we've been wanting to do for a very long time. A road trip across the length of Vancouver Island. Sam grew up on the West Coast but moved away when he went to university, and I had never been there, so it was high time we both visited. To make things even more special, when our dads heard we were traveling to Vancouver Island, they both decided to come along, so we embarked on this road trip as a gang of 4. Also, I need to mention that flying from Vancouver to Victoria, we experienced our shortest flight ever. 11 minutes in the air across the Strait of Georgia. It was pretty cool.
So all carry-on items, including purses and large electronic devices such as laptop computers, under the seat in front of you never head bit. Please ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened and place your table tray and seat back to the upright lock position. Thank you.
Well, hello guys, and
Hey,
greetings
guys.
from Vancouver Island.
Vancouver Island. This
Here we
is
are.
where I grew up. I was born on the island and I lived here until I was 18.
Born and raised,
Born and
essentially.
raised.
Born and raised.
Yes.
And when was the last time you set foot here on the
Oh
island?
my gosh, it was 2007, and before that 2002. So basically in almost the last 20 years,
Yeah.
I've only been here twice visiting. So it
Yeah.
has been ages since I've been here. It's like way before I met you was the last time I
Way
came here.
before. And you know what? Sam has been talking about wanting to come back to Vancouver Island for years.
Yeah.
So this summer, we finally planned a road trip. We are doing a 2-week road trip in partnership with Trover. Trover is a cool travel and photography app where you can find geotagged images of cool places to visit and like discover new things to do. So we're going to be exploring the island and using the app to kind of find new things.
Yeah, I'm so excited because, you know, even when I lived here, there's so many things that I didn't actually do, especially touristy types of things. And so I'm really looking forward to visiting some really cool small towns, checking out some cool different restaurants, doing some hikes. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited to be back here. I can't believe I'm actually here. It feels a bit surreal.
And I'm super pumped to be here for the very first time. And
Yeah.
also, we have 2 special guests. Our
We do.
dads decided to come
Our
along.
dad decided to come along, which is
My dad, because he says, oh, I've been in Canada for 50 years and I've never been out west to the Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
And your dad, because
and
he
my dad,
hasn't
because he
visited in, like-
basically he's lived a third of his life out here on the
Yeah.
island, and so this
Yeah.
is a homecoming trip for him as well. So it's going to be great to rediscover the island, and this is going to be really my first time to see it kind of with adult eyes.
Well, we hope you guys will join us for the road trip. We're going to be filming lots of videos as we travel the length of the island. And yeah, let's get to it. Let's get
Let's
road
do it.
trip.
Vancouver Island, guys.
We had a bit of a drive ahead of us to reach Mount Washington, which would be our base for the next few days, so we decided to break up the journey by making a few stops along the way. First up, the town of Chemainus, which has managed to transform itself from a former logging and mill town to a tourist town, thanks to its numerous murals. Visiting Chemainus is like walking through a giant outdoor gallery with paintings that help tell the town's story. It's a place we would definitely want to experience with a bit more time. We then continued our drive north, taking a little detour along the way to see the natural wonder that is Cathedral Grove. Next stop of the day, Macmillan Provincial Park. When we were looking for places to visit on this drive heading north, one of the places we found on Trover is Cathedral Grove, where you have old growth forest and just giant, towering trees, these beauties. We've just entered the trail and we're already like,
It's a monster. What's the monster?
whoa. Cathedral Grove is part of an ancient Douglas fir ecosystem with trees that are around 800 years old. Some of the trees stand 75 meters tall and measure 9 meters in circumference, with a trail network that weaves through the forest. We arrived just before sunset, so it was pretty magical seeing the sunlight shine through the hanging moss and dance across a carpet of ferns. We have arrived at Cathedral Grove, the place I had been most wanting to visit here on the
Macmillan
island.
Park. It is impressive.
The size of the trees here, it's just unbelievable, and they're just behemoths.
You cannot describe this in words. It's amazing. They look like they're fake, no?
They're so big, they
They're
look
so
fake.
big
Like
that
a fairy tale.
Seriously, maybe one of the greatest free attractions we've ever been to.
It's free.
No fee.
Yeah.
What I
Park.
want to say about this place is that if you leave a good site like this alone for a long time, it's going to be called old growth. This is old growth. This is a Douglas fir, and then we also have some massive cedar here too, okay?
And it's a beautiful drive. It's so close to Port Alberni too.
The good thing is that they were preserved for the future generations to enjoy.
Yeah.
Because to cut this, it's just a crime against humanity. That's the way I see it. Because things like this cannot disappear from this planet.
No,
You know?
it's remarkable.
We need to preserve this.
We need to preserve them. We have a bit more hiking.
Let's go.
This is what you would call a max forest, and what I mean by that is that it's been left undisturbed for so long that it's come to this, these are the cedar and the fir are the two max species that occupy here. There's hardly any underbrush, there's just a few sword ferns maybe. Everything has been left like it is, and if you do that, then you get what you call the highest level of the forest, and this would be a max forest right here. Wonderland.
It's Wonderland.
Yeah, without Alice.
Alright guys, so we've arrived at our accommodations here in Mount Washington. Thanks for driving all day.
We're up the hill, not down the creek.
Yeah, we're up the hill for sure.
And we have the paddle, so
We have the paddle.
No problems getting up here.
Yeah.
We're able to stop at the grocery quality food store and get whatever we wanted.
This is what we're having for dinner.
Like a little indoor picnic, basically.
Yeah.
Do it yourself
Cheese,
meal.
grapes, veggie
Lots of
platter,
veggies,
lots of meat, hummus,
And some bread.
Some bread.
some bread, and we have wine from Spain. Cheers.
Salud.
yeah, we decided against cooking a meal tonight. We are so tired. Look,
Been a long day.
11:30 hour of Toronto. Here is 8:30, 3 hours less. But we are on the go from 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were up at 3, so
And
we're
for
kind of
you?
like zombies now.
You had to get up earlier than everyone,
Yeah.
and it's past midnight in Fredericton. It was our first day, so what were your first impressions of the island?
Stunning. It
Stunning?
is beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like we must have driven about 3 hours today heading
Yeah.
north, and we went through forest and like these winding little roads.
I really love that area with the mature forest.
Cathedral Grove.
Cathedral Grove.
Grove.
Yeah.
It's the colossus of the forest. When they told me, oh, they're huge, I figured, well, you think of a big tree, but to a certain extent. But when you go and you see a tree that is 1,000 years old,
And you can't even see the top. It's so
no,
high.
some of them are like 75, 80 meters tall. That's a big tree. I'm impressed beyond, my wildest expectations.
Anybody that goes there that wasn't a tree hugger before, they're definitely going to be a tree hugger afterwards. Even though they can't wrap their arms around the tree, it would take 3 or 4 people to join together, so you have to give it a group hug.
It was a great start to our trip, and we've got 2 more weeks, so stay tuned.
So we'll see you guys tomorrow once we are well
And
rested. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Good
Cheers
night.
to everyone.
Cheers. Good
Bye.
night.
And that's a little taste of our first day on the island. This was mostly a travel day, but in the next episode, we go hiking with friends in Strathcona Provincial Park, we spot our first black bear, and we get stuck on a ski lift. So we'll see you soon with more Vancouver Island adventures.